It wasn't the same as that woman's cake, man. And I'm like, yo, I want the old white nice lady's cake. She just makes it, I don't know how. I want my cake to come with a black label box. If it's vanilla, come with Savannah. I want it like that. Dominic, you never gave me anything for my birthday. I'm like, I know. He's like, oh, so where's my thing? I just looked at him and I'm like, so you're gonna force me to buy you something even when I don't feel like buying something, because my understanding of a gift is something that's it has a purpose, bro. You don't just buy people things. It doesn't make sense, guys. Like for me, it doesn't make sense. Welcome, Episode 2. Let's get into it. So our birthday celebrations worth it. You know, this month is like my aging month. I'm gonna call it that, quote unquote. It doesn't kind of like influence me or affect me in a way. I just know that there's a okay. It's basically an addition to how many years I've been living. That's how I see it, and I just there's a lot going on for me for when it comes to quote unquote birthdays for me. Like I just since I was okay when I was born, I well obviously the first birthday it's kind of special because yeah, the baby lived for a year, and yeah, we hope that it keeps on growing, and yeah, now it's all grown, and yeah, but how long do people need to celebrate somebody's birth date? You know, because birthday is like it's a day, bro. You were born. But then what about birth date? Because that date when it repeats itself, because it's like a self anniversary type of thing, and it makes sense like that. When you say birthday, in my mind, I know I'm complicating things, and but it's something that actually made sense for me. I was like, wait, if somebody says birthday, they're referring to that day when like you appeared in the hospital with gentle hands wearing those COVID-19 gloves or something, and doctors were holding you and pampering you so that you can start crying. Oh yeah, I think you guys know that if a baby cries after they're born, it's a good thing, and if they don't cry, it's a bad thing. What a cruel world. They're just introducing you to how bad things will become for you. Do people still like view photo albums, family photo albums, whereby "Toto bona photo album, bona wena nolo mnyane bjang, ah it's nolo cute bjang, nolo stouti wena," that type of thing. Do people still do that, or do people now like take videos of their own children and post them on TikTok? And is that even a crime in a way? Even though it's your own child, but imagine your kid goes to school and then they're like, bro, did you know that you had your own TikTok or Instagram page? And then they start showing your kid. And then he's like, what? That was me when I was a kid. It's publicized that how you look like as a baby and what you used to do, all the ridiculous things. But I digress. Let's get back to it. So when I was like a kid, at school, primary school, we had this lady. I forgot her name. She was a nice white lady. I'm just describing old white nice lady, gray hair. She used to wear glasses, spectacles. I mean, spectacles, and then she used to work at the library. This lady was so nice that like on birthdays of like kids, you could hire her to make like I don't know, for me, it was the best cake I've ever eaten in primary. I mean, like when you buy a cake from ShopRite, dog, it's not the same as when you buy it from her. Her cake is like fresh. She makes it, and then the funny thing is, I always ask myself, what's so significant about putting brownie cake? And get when you go to Pick and Pay Liquor and all these stores where they sell liquor, there's a section whereby they pile up in wholesale, and then you get to see how they pack the Savannas, the black labels. But they don't just put them. There's a box, and then that's when the box is like kind of being a base for the liquor. She used those boxes as the base for the cake, and that's how your cake came. Cake officially black label box, and it was nice for some reason. If it was chocolate cake, it came with a black label box, and then if it was a vanilla cake. It would come in a Savannah box, and then it looked, I don't know, man, it just worked. And then I was like, hey, yo, this is so dope. And she would cut it up in dope pieces. Like, I don't know, it's like she calculates how many students are in the class, and then she cuts it up, and then so that everybody has a fair slice, And bro, it was so dope, like celebrating birthdays at like primary was so dope because we kind of knew that if it was somebody's birthday, dedicate um the last maybe 2 hours of classes. This is, by the way, from grade 1 to grade 3, because from grade 4 they are sure. I mean, move up timetable. Who serious we are no. Teachers had this schedule whereby at the end of the day they would just be like, okay guys, we're done for the day, let's go outside. And we would play. There would be like a nice area whereby you kids would play. Sometimes they would unlock the playground, and then we would play there. And then after playing, the teacher would call us out of the playground, and then they would give us, we would like actually line up for the cake, bro. So then it like that celebration, birthday celebration, it didn't feel like a birthday celebration. It felt like a sharing moment. You know how in primary it was kind of, how nice it was to share your food with other people. I saw that. I was like, wow, Joe, this is amazing. So on birthdays, you can share things with people. That is amazing. I love it. It's way different from TV, because on TV everybody's prioritizing a specific person, and they're all shoving him or her with gifts. And I was like, me being in those shoes would make me feel bad, because what about me gifting them? I was a kid. I had that mentality of like, everybody deserves what I get. So fine. Fast forward a few years. I never got to celebrate my birthday with other kids because I'm a November buddy, and late November, and it schools are closed or it's a holiday. So it's like you ain't celebrating your birthday with people. Birth date, I fixed that again. So it's like, man, okay. So I can't get them cake. So then I remember my parents, yeah, they bought me a cake from I don't know where. Like, it was these retail stores. It wasn't the same as that woman's cake, man. And I'm like, yo, I want the old white nice lady's cake. She just makes it, I don't know how. I want my cake to come with a black label box. If it's vanilla, come with Savannah. I want it like that. But then I'll be like, okay, let me just take it. But then the thing is, I think when I was a kid, at home, when they buy a cake, like at my house, well, not my house, but where yeah, with at my parents' house, it's a matter of, when they can buy cake anytime, and that's what I like, because it's not like we are buying cake because it's somebody's birth date. It doesn't, for me, it doesn't correspond. So back to what I was saying. They would buy cake for me, and then we would eat it all together. If you want a slice, you can get a slice. This thing of singing and clapping your hands, I was the only child by then. So clapping your hands, and it wasn't a thing that we did at my house, because even when it was my dad's birthday, it was a thing of like, okay, I would just go to him and be like, yo, man, I didn't know it was your birthday. Like, I'm bad with keeping people's birth dates, because I told myself that when I was a kid that it doesn't matter, because I don't keep my parents' birth dates. So with my dad, I would just, like, there would be a random day, and then I would overhear somebody on the call or somewhere. They're like, "Hey, oh man, yeah, man, I heard that what birthday? So yeah, 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 and so on." So then you would be like, "Oh yeah, thanks, thanks, thanks." So same thing with me. I'll be like, "Hey, it's birthday. Oh shoot, I forgot." But there's no cake. So how are we gonna share the cake? And I don't work. I'm a kid. I'm broke. So then I'll be like, nah, man. Let me just go to him. So then I pulled up my socks. I tucked in my big boy pants, bro. I walked up to him. I poked him. I'm like, yo, dad, happy birthday. And then he'd be like, oh, for real? I'm like, yeah, for real. It's like, man, don't worry about it. And then we would go, like, and then like in the evening, maybe it would take us somewhere, and then we would celebrate it. As a, we won't. He kind of not made it about him. He made it about us, and that's another influence. That I mean, that's where the influence of my behavior present behavior comes from. I don't. It can be someone's birthday, bro. I don't. No, I just can't tolerate it because I still have that mentality and I live by that mentality that it doesn't make sense, bro. Like, isn't a birthday supposed to be something that's actually sacred? A birth date or birthday? Isn't it supposed to be something sacred and a family thing because they're the ones who brought you here? And then if you want to bring your friends, it should be like a invitation only type of thing. Because there's this high school thingy. You know how high school drama is the funniest thing ever, bro. I remember there were okay. You know how girls, when it's somebody's birth date, but okay, with them it's birthday. They would, like, immediately when the girl sets foot on the perimeter of the school, everybody somehow they spawn with balloons and stuff and gift bags. And then I would watch. I'd be like, oh, okay. And then there would be this weird band that they put all around their chest. Well, yeah, it's around them. And then I'm like, okay, that's dope. But then what is the girl who was fighting with you last week doing there celebrating you? Isn't that it doesn't make sense. I was like, what the fudge is going on? Like, guys, why you guys were just fighting last week, 2 days ago, and now all of a sudden that everybody's spawning with balloons and stuff that are pink and purple and gold and helium balloons that never pop when you take them up to the air. Why is she like, what is going on? Did she, voodoo it or something? What's going on? And then, like, they just embrace. And then I don't know if when they're hugging, they forgive each other. That, like, we used to fight, I'm sorry. Or maybe the day before, one of the friends told that, like, hey, Joe, remember the girl you were fighting with? Yeah, Joe, Mickey birthday hike outside. So I think it's the perfect time to ask for her forgiveness and put it all up in the past. I think that's what happens. Because, bruh, they're just embracing each other like it's nothing, bro. And then you're like, is this real or fake? That's another thing that makes me not be against happy birthdays, but it's something that makes me ask myself these questions. Like, I sometimes feel like when it's somebody's birthday, you have to pull up with a gift or not even show up, and that's like a huge offense, and it just doesn't make sense. So okay, that's like a double rhyme, and okay, sorry about that, guys. It happens time to time. So back to, I remember this year, earlier in the not earlier, I think it was my second trimester. I think, yeah, I think so. It's this guy's birthday, right? We vibe. He asked me. I didn't know it was his birthday, but I overheard on a call that it was his birthday, and then I was like, ah, man, how do I behave about this? Because I'm scared of fake energy, bro. Because birthdays come with a lot of weird energy from people, and then everybody's like kind of embracing you, even though the skeletons in the closet. So now I'm like, I how do we do this? Do what do I do about this? Is it something? Okay, alright, let me just not overthink it. So then he asked me, he's like, yeah, we are going at this place. Are you coming or not? And then I'm like, it's his birthday, quote unquote. So I think the best thing to do, just to make him smile, I'll just come along. So we go there and then everything is fine. People come with gifts and all and that. And then I'm like, I just observed the whole thing. I'm like, bro, this still doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. What is, and then I asked myself, this is a question I used to ask myself, like, every time when I see somebody celebrating their birthday, is it, what's the difference between giving you a birthday a week before your birthday and giving you a gift on your birthday? But I know for a fact there's other people giving you gifts, so my gift won't serve its purpose. So is it worth it? That's what I'll ask myself. I'm like, nah, man, I think it's best that I just show up to people's birthday parties or birthday thingies if they invite me or tell me. Don't just come to me after maybe a week or 2 days and be like, Dominic, it was my birthday 2 days ago. You didn't even matter to even tell me happy birthday. Oh, you didn't give me anything. You didn't invite me, or like I don't. For me, I feel like birth dates are something sacred and something private, bro. Like it doesn't. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it, and maybe might be a shock to you guys, but it doesn't make sense, So, and that's why I kind of, just to get over my overthinking, I just tell myself that just show up to the birth date party and and just and just be there for that person. Don't show up with gifts. Show up with the gift a week before people pull up with it, because they like. I just like how us humans think. When I give you a gift on your birth date, it's like, oh, you got me this. Oh wow, you got me this. This is amazing. I love it. I love it. Next. What you mean next, bro? Aren't you gonna open it and see what it is? No, next. Hey, what is this? Oh, this is a bigger box. Oh, what is inside? Then I'm like, okay, let's take that scenario and let's go back a week, 2 weeks before the birth date, quote unquote. Let's see what happens. I give you this. It's not too big, it's not too small. I just give it to you. You're just extrinsic, and you have this anticipation to open it. And when you open it, when you see it, there's this immediate gratitude energy that I like seeing people have, not only to me but to other people as well. So now it's like a personal moment because you gave them that. It wasn't even their birthday, and yeah, they will remember it. But then in that scenario of like everybody is just shoving this person with boxes that are wrapped, it's something else, bro. And then I remember this. So with that guy that we went to the party, the birthday party with, who I went with to his venue. Fast forward maybe 2 months, 3 months, he's like, Dominic, you never gave me anything for my birthday. I'm like, I know. He's like, oh, so where's my thing? I just looked at him and I'm like, so you're gonna force me to buy you something even when I don't feel like buying something, because my understanding of a gift is something it has a purpose, bro. You don't just buy people things. It doesn't make sense, guys. Like for me, it doesn't make sense. And a gift is something that's special, right? I mean, it's even someone's name, bro. Gift. Okay, it's a noun or something. So it's a noun and a verb. So now I don't like being forced to give people gifts. It just doesn't make sense for me in my mind. And plus, there's like a whole queue of people handing out gifts. So what about mine? What if I bought you something that's worth your salary, but you don't know because there's a whole queue, and all those gifts don't even equal. They're not even equal to the value of my gift financially, emotionally, and emotionally. Yeah, let's just stick with that. You understand? So that's why I don't entertain them, bro. If you want me to give you a gift, bro, I won't. Because it's not a gift now. It's like you told me, yo, Simpiwe, yo, Dominic, go to the store and buy me bread. Instead of, or like, yo, Simpiwe, I think today you should take me out to McDonald's. Okay. Um, okay, I will. But then, what about this thing of like out of the blue? Hey, yo, dog, I have this great idea. Let's go to McDonald's. Oh, is it 50 feet? No, I'm paying. So now it's like a moment, it's a special moment. But then all of a sudden now you tell me what to do, bro. And for the fact that there's a date that I have to mark on the calendar that's telling me what to do and what to get for somebody. Bro, forget about me. It's either you cut me off or not, bro. Because it doesn't make sense for me, and I was not kind of raised that way, but it doesn't make sense for me. And every time when it's my birth date, this is the thing that I always wish for every time when I wake up. Like every time when I wake up on my birthday, I pray to thank God for making me live for this duration of time and experience what I experienced to become a better person. You know, I pray for that and I thank Him for that. And then deep down in my heart, after praying, I tell myself, I'm like, I wish nobody can remember that it's my birth date. I just hope and pray for that. Okay, I just hope and pray for that because I mean, not hope and pray for that, but I just hope that nobody knows or can remember. Except if you're in the family, in my family, it makes sense. But if it's somebody outside the family, I just have this feeling that that person decided. Okay, I don't. I am grateful for you deciding to buy me something, but why did you buy it for me? Like, did you buy it for me because it's my birth date, or did you buy it for me because it's out of your heart? That's something that I think about over and over and over. And it's like it just not haunts me, but it halts. Yeah, it halts me from you know doing the same for them. I often say this to my friends that, like, when they're like, yeah, Simpiwe, today, yo, Dominic, today I'm celebrating my birthday. Where's my gift? And then I'm like, I am the gift. And then they're like, but I would say it in a joking manner, but I'm serious at the same time because I don't have to be here because I don't have the the token to enter the venue because I don't have a gift, right? So I can just leave, bro. No hard feelings, but that's just how I am, So yeah, I just feel like on birthdays, quote unquote, again, people are just kind of like psychologically low key, they are kind of forced to buy them, or like they have to, no matter what the budget is on their finances. They will just be like, oh yeah, Ghana, oh yeah, it's this guy's birthday. Okay, let me make a plan. Then they try to compile everything. But dog, that for me, that doesn't count. I think the most thing that counts for me is that just catch me on a random day and be like, yo, Dominic, I got you this, bro. No matter how small it is, it means something for me because out of the blue, you thought about getting me this small thing, whether it's a bubble gum, a sweet, a one chip. Thank you. It means a lot that you thought about me. But then if it's like now everybody's queuing up for Dominic's party, it's not just a party, it's a birthday party, and everybody's queuing in line with somebody bought me a fridge, this other one bought me a TV. So now it's like, and then somebody comes with a small thingy, and then I would feel overwhelmed, and I'll feel like I'm kind of manipulating people to get me things because of a specific date on the calendar. And man, come on, man, it just doesn't make sense for me. And yeah, if my mom were to be like, yo, Dominic, on your birthday, I got you this. Thank you, mom, because you brought me here. It makes sense. But then for somebody out of nowhere to pull up and man, come on, man, it does just doesn't make sense. Oh, and I remember this other day. I'm on my birthdays. As much as I wish that people don't know about it, somehow it's actually my worst days. I'm actually alive. I'm alive. I remember it was in primary. It was my birth date, right? So it was a bad day, bro. I woke up and then my mom was scolding me for something that I don't know what I did. I can't forget. I can't remember properly, but yeah, it was bad in a way. And then I went to school. It was a normal day. Everybody was just continuing on with their lives, and I liked it until somebody said to me, "He's like, hey, yo, bro, today's the 26th of November." I'm like, "Yeah," and it's even my birthday, but in a joking man. I didn't intend to say it. And they're like, "Hey, it's your birthday. It's your birthday." I'm like, "Yeah, it is. What's up?" They're like, "Hey, hey." They went to tell the teacher. They told like everyone, and everyone came to me with smiling faces. Like it's like I was the shift in their day that, like, oh, today there's a birthday boy. Everybody run up to him and tell him that, yo, 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 happy birthday, bro. And then I'm like, okay, thank you for telling me happy birthday. It means a lot. But the way it shifted, like, for the fact that they were busy with their own business and I liked it. And then now it's like I'm me just saying it's my birthday. Those 4 words, it's my birthday. Those 4 words kind of manipulated the situation for people to come to me with smiling faces. And I'm like, nah, bruh. No, not like this. Why don't you come to me on a regular day and be like, yo, Dominic, how are you doing? Are you well, bro? I'm happy to see you. You look dope. You look amazing. Not on a specific date You have to set on your calendar that, nah, bruh, today I'm actually like supposed to make this person special. It just doesn't make sense for me. And it's not a bad thing, but it just doesn't make sense for me as an individual. And I feel like there's a sense of manipulation as well. So, questions to you guys who are, listening. So, the first question is, do you celebrate your birthday? Do like do you do that? Second question is, who are the right people to be there on your birthday? Third question is, why do you look forward to your birthday? Fourth is, what do you cherish about your birthday? Okay, and then this is another set of questions. When it comes to other people's birthdays, do you celebrate other people's birthday? What is the gift you brought the person who was being celebrated? Wait. What is the best gift you ever brought for somebody who was being celebrated? Sorry about that. I couldn't. I don't know. My tongue just like did its things. And then next, the third question is it possible to come to a birthday party without a gift? And how do you think the celebrated would feel? And then the last question regarding celebrating another person's birthday: what is special about celebrating another person's birthday? Okay. And then this is the last question. Last in it's a personal question for you guys. What is the difference between gifting someone on a regular day other than their birthday, and which one works for you guys? Like, is it better to give somebody a gift on their birthday or on a regular random day? And okay, follow up question: what is your understanding of a gift?
Hi, Simpio. So I'll answer like some of your questions, not all of them. If possible, I'll answer all of them. I do celebrate my birthday, ne, but I celebrate them like privately. I normally buy myself cake, give myself something that I've been saving for the whole year. So let's say I want like the most expensive sneaker, because recently I bought this other sneaker, it was like 2K. I saved the money for that. So that sneaker was my birthday gift. So I give myself, and I do not necessarily force people to buy me a gift. A gift should be something like out of your own will, not me telling you, with no, Yazi, I like this, I want something like this. No, it should be something that you can afford as a person. And mina ngakutsheli ukuthi ish yazi ngifuna into ekanje. No, it should be something that you want to buy for me. I do not force people to buy me a gift. Yeah, and I do celebrate other people's birthdays. Some people like bayawathanda ama birthdays, like they cherish birthdays. Nah, I wouldn't say that. If like you don't buy me a gift, it's fine. But abanye abantu like they get so pissed off ukuthi I'll buy a gift, or you just don't even like send a text like happy birthday. Yeah, but it's just the bare minimum means a lot to a certain person or to other people.
I will just get straight to it. Do I celebrate my birthday? And if I do, is it a personal celebration or public celebration? I do celebrate my birthday. I feel like it's more of a personal celebration. Do I look forward to it? Yes, I do. What do I cherish about my birthday? I'm gonna say this a lot, but the acknowledgement of life. Who are the right people to be there? Personally, my mother. Do I celebrate other people's birthdays? Yes, I do. What is special about celebrating another's birthday? Again, the acknowledgement of life and showing gratitude for the person being given another chance to live. Um, what is the best gift that I've bought a person? A Bible. Is it possible to come to a birthday party without a gift? Yes, I think so. Um, as long as you're there, I feel like your presence is already a gift, you know. What is the difference between gifting someone on a regular day and on their birthday? I feel like it carries more weight when you're gifting someone on their birthday because it's their special day and it just carries more weight. What is a gift? A gift can be anything. It could be money, clothes, a car. Your presence can be as long as there's a level of or element of sentiment to it. I feel like anything can be a gift. Last question. What is the purpose of a birthday celebration? again, acknowledging life and showing gratitude for being given another chance. I feel like celebrating it, you can, but then to a certain extent, don't go overboard. But just acknowledge or be grateful for the fact that you've been given, a chance. Yeah, shout out to everyone that's listening. B24 and better than B4.
Yes, I do believe birthdays are worth it. Birthdays are days where you get to celebrate yourself, man. Celebrate everything you've achieved during that year. I think it goes with people because some people do celebrate these days, some people don't celebrate them. But for me, I really do believe in them. I celebrate them. I feel like they're worth it. I feel like everyone has to celebrate a day once a year where everything's about you, how you grew as a person, all your achievements you've achieved throughout that year. I feel like everyone deserves a day where it's all about you, how it's a day where people can tell you how they value you, how they appreciate you, and how they love you for being the person that you are and the impact you've had on their lives. I feel like it's that one day everyone has, I wouldn't say an excuse per se, but it's a reason why we will tell you why we love you. Your birthdays are worth it, they're really special. Celebrating other people's birthdays is another thing. If a person if a person celebrates themselves, yes, you can celebrate their birthday as well. But if someone doesn't really value celebrating their birthdays, it wouldn't be fair of you now to pressure them into celebrating something that they do not celebrate. So it's gonna be a thing of you think this person wants this, but no, it's what you want for them, not what they want for themselves. Celebrating another person's birthday, man, it's that day where you get to tell someone why you love them, why you think they're special, how grateful you are of them, of the things that have done for you, the impact they have had onto your life. I feel like it's really important to celebrate other people's birthdays because they can see that you love them, you appreciate them, you value them. And people love feeling appreciated. And unfortunately, you won't, not a lot of people will tell you this on a daily basis. So when it's your birthday, people have a reason to tell you all these things. Some people will be lying, but some it comes from the bottom of their hearts. It's true. I feel like gifting someone really depends on the type of person they are. It's especially for guys, because there are some people who would prefer a watch, a perfume. Some would prefer a video game. Some would prefer sneakers. Some prefer food. This really depends on the person you're trying to celebrate. So for a gift, it goes with the person, because not everyone has the same interest in things. So it really depends on how you know that person you want to gift. That's what I can say. What's the difference between gifting someone on a regular day and on their birthdays? Gifting someone on their special day shows that you appreciate them more. Because if it's something you do on a regular basis, it doesn't really feel special because you're just so used to it. So if you do it on that day, on their special day, it has more significance than just on a random Tuesday. So, from my personal opinion, gifting someone on their birthday means more than just gifting them on a regular basis, because giving them on their birthday has more meaning and more depth than on a regular basis, where it no longer has the spark, it no longer has that deep feeling. It's just, oh, you bought me a gift. Okay, thank you. It doesn't have the spontaneous effect that it's supposed to. What is a gift? A gift could be anything, to be honest, eh? A gift could be anything. A gift could be me visiting you when we haven't seen each other, me taking you out for lunch, me giving you a physical object that would make you smile on cloudy days, that would make you happy on a sad day, something that would help you on your everyday life. I feel like a gift is something that you could use. There are two ways to gifting someone. It's either you give them something that you know they want but they can't have, that they will use on a daily basis, or something that will make them happy whenever they use it. And I feel like a gift is more appreciated when it's something I'm able to use on a daily basis that I couldn't afford for myself. For example, I need a new school bag and I don't have money for one. You buying me a school bag is a gift. It's really important to me because I didn't have it at the time. Now every time I carry it, I'm like, wow, this is a gift Simpure got for me. It was thoughtful. He thought about it. He spent his own money to get me this gift. That is a gift in my opinion. I really hope oh, what's the purpose of a birthday celebration? I feel like I've been saying this over and over again. A birthday celebration is celebrating a full year. And get it when it's 31st December, we celebrate a full revolution of the earth. Exact same thing. We are celebrating a full 360-degree evolution of your life. We're celebrating another full year God has blessed you to be on this earth. Another full year of happiness and health. Another full year for you to have achieved all your goals. Another full year to be with your loved ones. That is what a birthday celebration is about. I really hope I answered all your questions.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I prefer, to be honest, I prefer as a private celebration, you know. Yeah, no, I'm very much private. I don't know. I'm just very much of a private person. You see, I'd rather the devils you know than people you barely know. You see, so if I were to celebrate a specific way, I'll just want the people whom I think I can trust with my life. Do you look forward to your birthdays? Yes, I do actually, because sometimes you don't know who plans what. You see, sometimes your mom is like, okay, my child, I booked you a spa date and bring any friends of your choice, whatever the case may be, you know. Or maybe even bases that, okay, take this much, go get your hair done, your nails done, and I'll meet you later, today on that, special day. So, yes, you just never know. I just feel like there's some people are actually thoughtful out there. What do you cherish about your birthday? What I cherish about it is that it always reminds me of how far I've come and what I've overcome within those last couple of not last couple of months, let's say the 12 months from the previous year, you see. So yes, I just cherish that I get to learn every day and you get this opportunity called life, because life is a gift. uh who are the right people to be there? Per se, I would say for me it's my mom, right? And that best friend that wears you guys came from far. Yeah, I would rather celebrate my, but like, let me make an example. my 21st, how I celebrated it. Okay, my dad was there and my best friend was also there. Anyways, it was 4 days after my graduation. We just went to lunch. After that, went to watch movies and done. You see, yeah, you see, that's how small circled I am. Do you celebrate other people's birthdays? It depends on how close I am with them. You know, um, like let's say for example, my significant other, I would want to celebrate his birthday as much as I would want him to celebrate my birthday with me. You feel me? And with my mom, is like, okay, but let's celebrate. You see, although she's like, nah, but I'm like, hey, come on now, you came far, you can't just not celebrate it. You see, what is special about celebrating another's birthday? You get to see their growth. You see, especially if you know them. It's more of you get to see how they've grown throughout from from 12 months before until their current day, from that birthday. You see, you just get to see and you're like, okay. You said you get to see the progress, the growth, and in a way, as a friend or whoever the case may be, you get to motivate them. That is like, okay, this is how things are. Or the best gift I bought for the person being celebrated, it was a watch. Oh, there's actually a story behind it, but to cut it short, there was this other person I used to date, right? Let's call him Timmy. So Timmy was turning, okay, the age doesn't matter, but let's say he was turning 22, right? And of course, it was like, okay, fine. Uh, let me buy you a present, fine. And what I did, I bought him a watch, right? It was a good watch, actually. It was lookable. But then, of course, it wasn't too pricey, and I put it in an American Swiss box. Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's what I did. And then after I broke up with Timmy, I took the box away and left the watch. You see, because anyways, later I knew he wasn't worthy of me. All right, and the other question. Well, okay, the gift part, of course. Number one, let's say if they're hosting a lunch, you cannot walk in there empty-handed. That's what I taught myself. That's what my mom taught myself. Like, that's what she taught me. Like, it's like, okay. Because why? I would want them to return the favor. You see? Like, okay, I'm hosting you lunch. I'm giving you all the cocktails in the world, whatever. So hence I did say, I feel like the people who normally do that are the ones who generally don't care. They just want to eat and benefit off of you. You see. So yes, just to shift the topic a bit, just like weddings. With weddings, it's just that thing you don't want that person just to come empty handed. Why couldn't you just come with a voucher of 200 bucks? You feel me? Okay, gifting someone on a regular basis shows that you're actually a thoughtful person. And when you gift someone on their birthday, shows that you know birthdays are meant to be special. Okay, not to all of us, because we do have different sentiments when it comes to our birthdays. But when you gift someone on their birthday, it shows that you actually care about their growth and about their well-being, just for them to like exist, you see. So there's a difference between those two. A gift is preferred as a gesture of showing them that showing them that okay, in this context, it's a gesture that you suggest to a person surprisingly, you know um to show that you actually thought for, you care about them. You see, it comes in different forms, shapes, and sizes. Yeah.
Thank you guys for actually listening to this episode. It's something that I didn't want to get it off my chest, but it's a moment of me sharing it. And if you know me personally, or you are like in my circle of quote unquote friends, or you are close to me and you've realized that this dude doesn't actually tell me happy birthday, now you know why. That's why, man. I think that's the way. So thank you guys for tuning in on. Okay, thank you guys for tuning in on today's episode. Hope to hear from you guys. No, actually, hope for you to hear from me on the next episode. I hope you have a nice one. Don't forget that you can celebrate any other day that is given. The moment you open your eyes in the morning is already a special day because God gave you a chance to live, breathe, walk, see, feel, touch things that are around you. And yep, have a nice one, guys. Talk on the next episode.